Hello and welcome back to Amnesia, the Dark Descent. Where we left off, we were here. Now let's move on. We're in the archives. Oh yes, we found a note. I hereby offer my full attention and service to Alexander Baron of Brandenburg. This contract will run for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander Baron of Brandenburg is recommend my service at the Prussian Royal Court and within sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal, Wilhelm House of Gretsch. So, there are other people working for this guy. That? Well, for those who didn't understand what just happened, some guy got sold himself into servitude for basically a better shot at life.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Let's go. British Museum colonialism. Let's fucking go. Alright, so this is in the 18-something, maybe 1840s. That was completely early game, and I'm out of fucking fuels. Cock. At the outside, we really are in Prussia somewhere. It's fucking, we really are in Europe as well. Everything is shitty. Oh, what the fuck?
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wards. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Daniels working with this guy, Alexander. Apparently Alexander turned out to be a fucking giant dickhead. So it's the average Prussian experience. Hello?
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
That's definitely interesting. A lot of tinderbox. And again, this is the 1800s. This is nothing. Are you sure about that?
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll
I heard
have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Local folklore. Alstadt and Brandenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Alstadt. Deep within the East Prussian woods, for centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brandenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountain dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as can be. Albeit, the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you'll hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, that will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tale, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. The story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is still said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by the tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants that move silently through the woods Shying away from any beholder, they are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambitious to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudient, visited Alstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in a local inn for a fortnight. He looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day, he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Alstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The Baron of Brandenburg, the immortal Baron. Wait a minute. He lives in a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby Alstadt. And like most those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with his title. Researching history reveals little before the castle consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands. Claiming the role of protector of Prussian state, Alexander helped the region to flourish, to remain popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to the lineage and heritage, therefore the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This is fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago. Lived through the time of occupation, joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with great leaders of the country. I'm pretty sure that was just an expedition, though. Meaning these so-called gatherers are probably somewhere here in the building. That's not fun. took longer than it needed to. No. Regarding the closing of the wine cellar, Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brandenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled after the king's men leave. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. We will feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, both. Oh, we poison the wine or some shit, maybe. My heart looks all funny. I know, seriously. A handful of sand trickled from the crumbling stone ceiling and pushed down at the brim of his hat. He braced himself as the caravan suddenly shifted and settled. The stone slab looked like a safety measure. It wasn't meant to be moved ever again.
He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Nuh-uh. Get out of me head! Oh, that's not good, man. That's not good. Get out of me brain. That's like not healthy. I think I'm gonna call this that. Thank you all so much for watching. Yeah, it's been pretty fucking spooky. It just sucks though. I'm out of fuel up. Thank you all so much for watching, and bye bye.